If you've been diagnosed recently with prediabetes or diabetes, don't panic. In today's short video, I'm going to give you 5 simple science-backed steps that you can take today before the end of the day to start controlling your glucose and start your journey to improving your prediabetes and diabetes. Simple step number 1, don't panic. This did not happen overnight. Just because you just got a diagnosis, glucose and insulin problems actually begin sometimes up to 20 years before you actually get diagnosed. So that means you don't need to fix it overnight either. So before you go out and buy expensive supplements or throw all of your efforts into a fad or an extreme diet, just take a breath for a minute and think this thought instead. What is one small thing that I can do today and tomorrow and every day to keep gradually making progress and upgrading my nutrition and my fitness to try to improve my prediabetes and diabetes? Even if you eventually end up needing medication, all the steps that you will take to improve your nutrition and your fitness are going to decrease your chances of getting other medical problems also. So it will be worth it. Simple step 2 that you can do before the end of the day, start a fiber supplement. Now, ask your doctor before you get started, but studies show that a psyllium fiber supplement, which is sold as Metamucil, that's the thick, goopy one that gets kind of like gross and goopy in the glass before you drink it. These fiber supplements have been shown in studies to help control appetite, help with weight loss and maintaining weight loss, and control blood glucose, and even help with blood cholesterol. Now listen, if you jump right into a full or extra double dose, trust me, more is not better. I warned you. Starting too fast at a high dose can cause a lot of bloating and belly discomfort. So start low and go slow. You can start with half of a dose and work your way up, but if it's okay with your doctor, add this to your daily routine. You can do that today before the end of the day. For more detail about that, check out my whole video on fiber supplementation. I geek out on that. Simple step 3, move some muscles. Now, this can be as simple as brisk walking. In fact, that's really probably best because your chance of injury is really low and you can do it almost anywhere. When you start moving some muscles, immediately glucose starts leaving your bloodstream and going into your muscles. Not only does movement help in the moment, but over time, it actually trains your insulin to work even more effectively at the muscle. Man, I have been geeking out on this topic. It is killing me to not give you more detail, but just trust me, brisk walking. And if you can't walk, cycling, rowing, doing body weight squats in place, even walking in place, or if you have trouble with your lower body, even just moving your arms and doing rhythmic arm exercises, it all counts. Just 5 to 10 minutes after a meal really helps. And if you can't move or walk immediately after a meal, at least try to go for 30 minutes cumulative every day of all your movement time all added up. This one is really worth it. You've got to tap into this. Simple step 4, for your next meal, when you eat carbohydrates, pair your carbs with some protein and fiber. Let me explain. When you eat carbohydrates that are highly processed, like that contain a lot of white flour or white sugar, your body really quickly absorbs that and can cause quite an impressive glucose spike. Carbohydrates are not the enemy though. You don't need to get rid of every carbohydrate. If you want to eat a meal that has carbohydrates like rice or bread or tortillas, number 1, going for the whole form or the one that's not made from white, highly processed flour is always best. But second, pairing it with a source of lean protein like chicken breast, or I love plant-based sources like tofu or tempeh, or even fish or Greek yogurt, along with a source of fiber. Now, for natural fiber sources, you cannot beat non-starchy vegetables, but also don't forget the magical beans or legumes, kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans. They all have a great combination of protein and fiber, which is going to help blunt that glucose curve or flatten the curve. Simple step number 5, just say no to sugar-sweetened beverages. Now, I don't believe sugar is evil. It is just a simple organic molecule. However, there is some good science that sugar in liquid form causes particularly intense glucose spikes because it's just so easy for your body to just soak it up. And it kind of goes straight to the liver and can be particularly problematic for people with metabolically associated fatty liver disease or steatohepatitis. So that is, of course, regular sodas, sugar-sweetened coffees, but even the sneaky beverages like that look like health food, but actually have a lot of natural sugar or processed sugar in them, like sweetened kombuchas, energy drinks, boba tea, totally purely sugar. Just say no. Drink water, other unsweetened beverages, because even an artificially sweetened beverage, despite the debate around artificial sweeteners, is better for you if you are trying to control your blood sugar than a sugar-sweetened beverages. Before you go, please, I have to tell you the 3 critical things to not do. Number 1, don't go out and buy the miracle blood sugar supplement. They just do not work. They just don't have the science for being effective, like the steps that I just told you and ongoing dietary and movement improvement. The second don't cut out all carbohydrates. Carbs are a critical part of a healthful diet. Whole grains, fruits, and vegetables all contain natural carbohydrates, provide fuel for your body, feed the good bacteria in your gut, contain incredible chemicals called antioxidants or phytochemicals. You need them, so don't cut them all out. It is true that shifting to whole forms like unprocessed oats and rice and the brown breads are better. Finally, please don't fall for extreme low carbohydrate or zero carbohydrate and extremely high fat-based diets. Despite what media influencers might say, studies consistently show that saturated fat worsens insulin resistance and perpetuates the whole problem. So I want to leave you with hope. Improving prediabetes and even reversal is totally possible. Don't panic. This is a good start, and take some action today. What action can you take today that's small? Drop it below. And what other questions do you have about prediabetes and diabetes improvement? I would love to do a video about that.